Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of The Road to Glory. Hope you're all doing well. Today's episode is once again powered by my awesome sponsor over at Elgato. Now, today begins a special day. It is the start of the Elgato Prime Day deals. So, my friends, from now up until the 11th, check that link down below. You'll get a lot. It's a great time. You get a lot of discounts on Elgato products. Personally, I've got a couple that I wanted to shout out for us UK people. The Elgato 4KX, 22% off on one of those, which is great stuff for capturing gameplay. And of course, something that I use literally every day, key lights, 31% off. Green screen, I mean, this is the regular green screen, but the XL version, the even bigger one than I've got, also 31% off. Crazy deals. Make sure you check that down below. You can go ahead and choose your location and see the deals for your region. Pretty awesome stuff. So, getting on into the episode today, let's go ahead and smash a thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you're new, and follow me on socials. All the links are down below. I'm going to get into the daily SBCs, and then we're going to go for a little bit of a squad shift around, and then we're going to play our first 5 games of Foot Champs today. All right, sound good? Cool, let's get into it. So, I had a couple days worth of daily games played stuff, and I've only shown you the ones that were like somewhat half decent. I noticed that they've changed the rewards that you get for daily games played. We used to get a player pick, and now we get, I think it's like an 84 times 2 or something included extra, or instead of the player pick. I don't know. But 84 times 10 times. Let's open 5 of those. And 84 times 50, if you will. And we're going to start with a shapeshifter. Great way to start the episode, by the way. We're going for, behind a Wendy Renard. I don't know, who's the best from this week? Is it like Doku or something? Or maybe, I can't quite remember exactly who would be the most valuable. But we get Zagrova, who, pretty sure I've already got him in the club. That's no biggie though, because there are SBCs that I am interested in completing. Like today there's a Cam and Rolls plus on Evo SBC available for us. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of my high rated duplicate storage to get that complete. We do get another shapeshifter in the very next 84 times 10. Edison and Seamus Coleman. Again, I think we've already got him. 3 playstyle pluses in July, mid-July, we can effectively call this now. Not ideal, but again, fodder. Moving on to the final 3 of these then. I'll skip it if it's just gold. And yeah, I mean, Phil Foden. To be fair, I always quite like getting 88s because I like doing the 92 plus shapeshifter or team of the season player picks, and I'm normally out of either 87s or 88s, so I quite like topping those up in the club, and they are also, yeah, they're just always very helpful. Also rocking the new Ipswich threads today. We've got the new home shirt, new sponsor. It feels weird. It says Halo on it, and it doesn't say all the mathematics stuff from the Ed Sheeran tours that we've had for the last like 3 years. Feels odd, but we do have Tingly Ted's hot sauce company as the sleeve sponsor, so I guess there's still a little bit of Ed Sheeran in there for us Ipswich fans. Time for a 1 of 5 92 plus TOTS or shapeshifter player pick then. What are we gonna get today? 96 Declan Rice. These always seem to pay out in some way, shape or form. So we're going to take Rice, of course. He's worth sort of 90 to 100,000 coins or something like that. And we will absolutely probably not use him. It is just the way it is, right? I've got better players. I mean, point in case, or case in point, should I say? We have point in case. What is that? 98 rated Jack Taylor now. We've just got to wait another few days for him to fully turn into that 98 rated Futties cards. I guess that will happen just before or around the time of Futties dropping on the start of the new season and stuff like that, which is all quite exciting. It will be quite nice to get out of this shapeshifters mode and into Futties time, and hopefully it just accelerates all of the fun daily pack opening stuff in the SBC section. I would like that very much at this point. I feel like we're deep into the summer content, so let us just have a like a whale of a time at this point. What are we doing here? This is the cam evolution, right? Yeah, so you get cam, position, and all of the roll pluses. I'm not sure who to put that on, but I just, knowing that I play with cams and strikers, it would be quite nice to maybe put it on someone that only plays as a winger. You know, I've probably unlocked players like that I just won't be able to use otherwise. So maybe popping that on one of those is a smart move. So I'll take a look through the club before that expires. I think I've probably got a couple of weeks to use that. And there's probably other like cosmetic and like position or playstyle evolutions that I really need to start having a look at before they expire. But they've got quite a long timer on them. And as we move into footies, I think we're going to get to that point where we can start like really evoing people into end game material. And if that does happen, then you know, just keeping hold of something like a incisive pass plus or something is probably going to be fairly useful. All right. So individually doing the 87 plus player picks today. Am I seeing special cards though? No, I am not. Why is this? EA Sports, please pop the special cards into my account. And then I'm going to go ahead and complete a couple of the 89 squad shifters, because why not, right? We know that these cost a fair bit. You know, you're not going to get the 489 pluses back. But if you can get a shapeshifter, or you can get an 89 and like a shapeshifter or something, it's good. If not, at least you're topping your club up with the fodder. And as you can see here, we don't actually get, I mean, I don't even think I got a walkout in that final one, which is the worst one of those I've ever seen. But no biggie. By the way, you can ignore the fact that I put a 92 Liao into this this player pick, by the way. Obviously, I've got the 97 Liao that is way better than the Evo one that I was building throughout the year. So no worries there. I'm never going to bother Evoing him again. He is just fodder at this point. So I was missing 188, so I just popped it into this. We get 95, 95, 92, 96, 95. A little bit of deliberation, because I didn't know if Firpo, Rodney, or were like good options, or should I just take the rating in Tadic? In the end, that's what I decided to do. But I've just got a feeling that if I check the prices, I'll bet Firpo is quite expensive. Leeds players were somewhat rare and difficult to get hold of. But maybe that's not the case at this point in time. I'm not too sure. But you can take a little look at how I've slightly adjusted the squad. Essentially, we've brought Jonathan Tah back in to play alongside Mickey van der Ven at centre-back. And then I've actually taken Luka Modric out. We've taken Kante out. We've put Sam Morsey into the squad. The 96 rated Sam Morsey Futties shapeshifter Evo that I've got. Club 90, all of that stuff. And we've also put in Berbatov as a deep line playmaker in CDM, because he gets an insanely high rating on this game on like the GG rating or whatever. So I thought, you know what? We'll try him out there, because I've been loving him at centre-back, but I also kind of miss Jonathan Tah, and I wanted to see like how is he? How is deep line playmaker at CDM? And guys, I think I've been missing a trick. I think deep line playmaker plus might be the way to go for me in both CDM positions. Now, I have switched to that now. I was using holding plus defend, and I'm now on deep line playmaker plus build up, I think is the role and specific part of it on both of my central defensive midfielders. And I just feel like it's really fun. And I'm just noticing a little bit more of a difference, a little bit more of a, like, they can actually push forward a little bit more, which is nice, and aid the attack a little bit. Yeah, that might leave me somewhat more exposed defensively, but are we that worried about that? Nah, I concede goals anyway, so, you know. And actually, we've got Jonathan Tah and Van der Ven. They can just defend everything. So we'll continue with deep line playmaker. I do go 1-0 in the weekend league. And I actually started off really quite well. I mean, we were coming up against some monstrous teams. Of course, that's going to be the case at this point of the year. My squad I would consider to be monstrous as well. David Beckham gets that Trivela goal there to put me 2-0 up. Now, my opponent gets one back either side of half-time to equalise into this game. And I was like, wow, That was annoying. I was 2-0 up here, and then he hits me with a little celebration. All right. Maybe we're just a couple of guys that are going to celebrate our goals from this point onwards. I saw he was a Leeds fan, so it made me want to beat him even more. I don't know why. Everyone hates Leeds, right? Unless you're a Leeds fan, of course. But they love that about us, about everyone, I think. Anyway, we do go 4-2 up, so I just press A on my and do my whatever default celebration is for that player. And Katoto, yeah, was doing all sorts of dancing. He gets it back to 4-3. However, we're going to attempt here to just win this game before extra time, before bottling it and going to extra time. Yeah, we managed to do that quite nicely. Get ourselves a 6-3 victory in the end, and that felt good. And that can bring me to 3 wins, 3-0 in the weekend league. That spells absolute disaster for the rest of the weekend league for me, though. Surely, like I'm gonna end up losing all of them. Normally I need to lose my first game for me to have a good weekend league, but I always try and win it. I don't know why. So yeah, was expecting a tough game. We did go 1-0 up, but I tell you what, this team of the season, Harry Kane, he's someone I would really, really like to get. And I don't know how expensive he is or anything like that at this point, but I always do well with a Harry Kane card, and I just haven't been able to get one this year. So hoping at some point to get a super high rated version of Kane, because I love using him. He's my type of striker. When he gets those little end game cards, and he actually has pace and stuff, it becomes a little bit Drogba-esque for me, you know, like those big bulky players that can just sprint boost past everyone. That's what I like. I really do like that. Anyway, I quit that game once he'd gone a few goals up. So 3-0 becomes 3-1. That's no big deal, though. And we can go on into the next one. So Kingsley Coman running down the wing. He's been good, by the way. What I realised is that all 4 of my, so my 2 cams and my 2 strikers, all 4 of my attackers have got finesse shot plus, low driven plus, and some kind of speed boost, whether it's quick step or rapid. And I think that's probably why we're having a good start here. I've basically got perfection in it for how I like to play. Little speed boost, abuse the shooting mechanics, that sort of thing. Anyway, my first 5 games went well. We're 4-1. I'm expecting a massive fall off in tomorrow's episode for us, because that is, that's a little bit nosebleed territory for me. But Katoto, what a great player. Koeman, what a fun player. Berbatov in CDM, deep line playmaker. Oh my goodness. He's a beast. I love him. Anyway, we've come towards the end of the episode here for today. Actually, a little mention for Charles at left back as well. She's been doing really well. I'd say the weak link in the team at the moment is probably Sam Morsey, or the goalkeeper. Yeah, everyone else is brilliant. So we can maybe make some adjustments there, but I don't feel like I need to at the moment. We've got a good record. Anyway, if you've enjoyed today, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe as well if you're new. Like I said, it is Elgato Prime Day deals for the next 3 or 4 days. Please do check down below in the description. Click my link. It will take you to the Elgato website, where you can then filter your location and check out the great deals for your region. Thanks so much, guys. Take it easy. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.